What's good? We back. Y'all already know what time it is. You are now tuned into the official Out of the Box podcast. I go by the name Shakita Speaks, the Southern Belle. To the left of me, we got my brother Jerome in the house, is in the building. And guess what? If you are not tuned in, I'm going to need y'all to tune in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good shit. We back, baby.
Welcome to Out of the Box podcast. And today, we want to talk about certain things as infidelity, and also, too, friendships when it comes to relationships. One of the main things I would like to know, right, is that for me and my friends, I feel like if you're basically still, when it comes to your ex, that's what I meant to say. When it comes to your ex and that you basically not talking to anymore, like y'all done, y'all have no friendship, no nothing. Is it acceptable for your friend to still be friends with your ex? See, me, I feel like it depends. Now, if my friend knew my ex before me, it's acceptable, right? You know what I'm saying? Because in the end of the day, I can't tell my friend, yo, stop talking to that person at all. It's like, that's crazy. Because it's like, yo, telling you to basically ruin your friendship that you probably had before me. Now, if this is a girl that I brung in the picture and he still is friends with my ex, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is that, like, when it comes to my ex, I feel like she should be erased. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could still follow her on Instagram and everything like that. That's cool. That's fine. I ain't being that petty. But to have any conversations, it should be like, it shouldn't be like, it should be like basic, like, not even like, not even basic. Like, if it could
be like a laugh out loud at a meme or something like that. Like, something slight.
That's what I feel. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, as humans, we are jealous people, right? And at the end of the day, that makes me gonna feel that if you still cool with my ex, that I feel like any other girl that I bring around is like, I'm gonna feel like you already slide in the DMs, even when I'm with her. You feel what I'm saying? And that happens a lot when it comes to certain dudes and also women as well. You know what I mean? Like, Shakita, like, would you basically allow that to happen? Like, if your friends was still dealing with one of your exes?
I think I feel the same way you feel, to be quite honest, when it comes down to everything. I just feel like it's just gotta be, it's like a certain level of respect that you gotta have for your friendship, and it's just kind of like weird, like when it comes to like a ex, you know what I'm saying? If y'all was friends before, granted, cool, I'm with you, but at the same time, it's like, to me, it's a little sketchy to me, for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
100%.
Yeah, I just wouldn't feel right about it. It's like, why you talking to my ex nigga like that? Like, It's like weird. Like, and honestly, I just be feeling like conversations should be probably at a minimum anyway, even during the relationship. You feel me? Like, it shouldn't even be going that deep, for real.
100%. You know what I'm saying? Just be high and by, that's it.
Yeah. Or it could be like, oh, if you planning something for my birthday, cool. You feel me? Like, vacation, you need my opinion. Like, I'm with it on that type of level. But to go like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's great. But okay, let's basically change it up, right? The only way I feel like you would think is acceptable is like, let's say I was like, as a man, I was still friends with your ex. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm not gay. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't really bother you if that's the case. You feel what I mean? Or would it?
Say that again?
As a male, which I am, and you have an ex, that's another male, and we still stayed friends, right? If you broke up with that person, that wouldn't bother you as much, right?
Probably not.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that wouldn't bother me as that much because, like, y'all guys, but if I know you straight, you know what I'm saying? And I know that person's straight too, that's a little weird. Like, y'all shouldn't be having like deep conversations. It should be strictly hey and bye and like some simple stuff. But after we break up, y'all break up too. That's just how I feel it. Feel like,
You feel me? Yeah, nah, that's real talk, man. And also too, it's just like I know like certain women, right? And certain women will have like when it comes to their boyfriend, they feel like their boyfriend will get mad because some of the boyfriend's friends be in her DMs. You know what I'm saying? And they basically like, hey, what's good, girl? And mind you, he be playing ball with these people, doing everything like that. But I asked her, I was like, why in the world do you not tell him this? Because you basically let him live a lie. But she told me that he gets upset and gets pissed off. But it's like, I don't understand that. If my girl told me that my friends are basically hollering, I'll be happy of that because then I can be like, okay, this ain't my friend no more. You feel what I'm saying? Like, why do you feel like someone might be scared to tell them, man? Do you think like just because of that, like he will overreact?
I think it's honestly they just don't want to mess up a friendship. You know what I mean? I think that's what it is a lot of time. You got to look at it. A lot of time women are sensitive. You know what I mean? So they like, even though, they know somebody is out here like in their DMs and stuff like that, they not trying to bring any drama. You know what I'm saying? They knew they was friends, so they not trying to hurt them. So I think that's what it is, to be quite honest with you. Majority of the time. I think, I understand what your friend was saying too, but really, for me, it wouldn't be that much. Like, it wouldn't be that wouldn't be the reason why. You know what I'm saying?
See, me, I'll say, please ruin that relationship. Because you got to understand, like, I'm basically chopping it up. Like, because think about it like this. That same person that I'm think that's my friend. I'm telling them about the issues we going through. Like, man, me and my girl, we basically not working out, blah, 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 doing all these things, right? And the dude probably like, man, you need to leave that girl, bro. And at the end of the day, it could be something that's fixed. But the only reason he's telling me to leave this girl is because
he want her.
Exactly. You feel what I mean? And then imagine, right? Because it's probably happened a lot of times where, a friend will basically mix with your girl or, your boyfriend or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's more minimum would do that. You know what I mean? Because I feel like in a situation,
it is.
Women wouldn't be like that messy with it unless like, how Shakita always say, get back, right? But
lick back.
Well, lick back, yeah. So I really feel like, they wouldn't do anything like that. But that'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like to know that one of your friends have basically messed with your girl.
It happens though. I think it's a rare occasion where it's like the girl who messing with the girl's friend, boyfriend, but it's more likely to happen with men than women. So I agree.
Yeah, I think it's very crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think as a friend, you should never do that. I feel like if you definitely do that, bro, that you was never my friend. And I feel like if I did anything, like I feel like, let's say for instance, I have money on the table, right? And at the end of the day, and I'm like, no one touch it. I know you're gonna take it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you want something that's mine.
Right.
And you got to look at it like that. And deeper thing is like everything that I got, you're gonna want. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts.
So it's like I look at it deeper than just a friendship. You know what I mean? And,
let me ask you a question. How would you feel if it was like your daddy trying to get at your girl, your ex girl?
Dog, that's deeper. Like if my daddy, well, I'm not my dad. My dad. I hate saying the word daddy. Like as a man, I feel like as a man, you never like daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
y'all gotta realize I'm country, so I call my dad like my daddy. Like that's just how we talk.
Cool
you know
for
what
women
I'm saying?
to call someone daddy, but like, look, if your boyfriend called his dad daddy, like daddy, would you feel away? It feel weird. You be like, yo, mom, call him dad, call him father, pops. You know what I mean? But anyway, back to your question and everything like that. My father, I would be distraught. That would really hurt deep. Like I don't think that's irreparable. You know what I'm saying? If your father basically mess with your girlfriend, you know what I mean? Because that's like really crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like the man that raised you is in this. It's like whoa. I don't know. I probably had to fight him.
Yeah.
I would never, you would never basically come around me.
Yeah. it's crazy because that actually happened to me before, but I never told my ex.
Hold on, wait, what?
Yeah, no lie. I promise you, I had one of my ex's father hit me up, was trying to talk to me, and yeah, like
Now,
for real.
I feel like, did you tell him?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I think that was
Like that's
something.
crazy.
Yeah,
Like
now that
so
was
that's
wrong.
what made me think. Like this conversation just made me think back to like stuff like that. So it's just kind of like you don't really want to be that type of person to bring that type of drama into somebody's life. So I think that's why sometimes girls hold back from telling guys. Like when that friend try to get at them or when it's somebody else that's close to them, because it's like they're not trying to destroy that bond, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it can be some real heat that come from those type of situations. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. That's, when you put it at the father aspect, I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? This person was like raised by this person.
But
the friendship, nah.
well,
fuck all that.
listen, if it's a friendship and they like a brother to you, like this is the person you confide in, this is thing like that, and she know that's what that person is to you, I think she not gonna try to, like, you know what I'm saying? If she really truly care about you, she don't want to see you get hurt, and she don't want to see you and that person like get into a fight or something like that,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess men is different because, men probably wouldn't say anything, but as a man, for me, if someone was like, let's say my girlfriend and her other girlfriends will holler at me, I'll let her know, because at the end of the day, right? You feel what I'm saying? Like, this ain't your friend. Like, why in the world you gonna be around? I'm gonna tell her. I don't really care if it really hurt. They can be sisters. You know what I mean? Because I think at the end of the day, it's like, I'm a phony person. I'm gonna let you just be smiling and kiki in her faces, in her face, and not even let her know, like, yo, this friend ain't really about
Respect.
it. You feel what I'm saying? Then it's like, certain things you might basically tell her, she can basically use that against me, like against you and me, right? And then try to make it like, I don't know. It's really crazy. I just can't even like imagine to let that basically happen. I have to basically tell that. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
It's wild. And another thing, a topic I wanted to basically talk about, it's crazy because I think women are the most creative, like you said, the greatest detectives previously.
Absolutely.
Because this is the craziest thing. A woman found that her man was cheating on a Fitbit, right? So the Fitbits were synced together, right? So the dude wasn't there at 2 a.m. or something like that, but know that he was cheating because he was burning calories. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, he could be at the bar or whatever.
Was it a certain time?
Yeah, 2 a.m. 2 a.m.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? But, he could be at the club, dancing, everything like that. So she just knew that he was cheating. You know what I'm saying? He probably didn't go to no club or nothing like that, but damn. And the crazy thing, he burned 500 calories. That's very wild. Like, you know how hard it is to, like, burn 500 calories? Like, niggas were doing marathons, bro. Must have been a crush. He must have really, really loved that girl, bro. Like, and that's the thing. It's like, I feel like one thing is, when it comes to men, y'all cheaters out there, you feel me? It's like, I'm just curious of, like, I think the number one thing that I always see men get caught with, and it's like an easy one that they always fail, is when they get into the shower. You should always have your phone with you. But it's like they always normally take it, right?
Yeah.
But there be one time that they get so lax and they leave it unlocked and everything like that. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, that's the crazy thing.
You ain't even got to leave it unlocked.
Yeah, they probably already know the code.
Absolutely.
So how do y'all basically remember the code? Like, what would, like, you think that they use like basic passwords for everything?
Nah, I mean, I think it's when you've been around somebody a long time, you get to know them. You know what I'm saying? You really truly get to know them. When you get to know them, sometimes you're just able to figure out that type of information. To be quite honest with you. Sometimes it is about like looking in memory, because I've definitely looked over and remembered what a password was before.
So, all right.
Not gonna hold you.
What about the fingerprint?
The fingerprint? Oh, that's easy. Just get you while you dead. If they're a hard sleeper, that's easy. You gonna put that finger on that phone while they sleep, and they ain't gonna even realize it. Depending on, but you got to do that for a specific type of person. They got to be a hard sleeper.
So what you're saying, that if that happens, right? When it comes to the fingerprint, what if they connected like do like that like they have to have like 3 authentications. Like it got to be thumb, the eye, and then the password. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like
they don't be doing that.
I'm-
That ain't even out there. But don't even put that out into the universe.
Nah, definitely.
Because
So I'm trying to basically, I feel like at the end of the day, that's the thing. It's like, you know, there's certain tactics. Because the thing is, this can help men that basically have, you know, women that's cheating too. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like these certain tactics are very, very like instrumental. Because, you know, a lot of times is that women would basically be very, very hard to detect. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like you really can't really tell if they really cheat or not. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll have everything seem like it's the same. Nothing happened. You feel what I mean? And, you know, it's just really crazy. Like, what do you think, like, the number one thing? You think that, like, what I said before is, like, when the person take a shower and they leave their phone, that's, like, the number one thing that automatically gets them caught? Or what do you think is, like, the easiest way to catch someone?
while they sleep.
While they sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is true.
While they sleep. Then I would be like, and while they're in the shower is next up.
Yeah, that is true.
Because you know that they're going to be in the shower for X amount of time. Mm-hmm. You've learned that routine. So you know how much time you got to do whatever you need to do.
That's true. That's true. Huh. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because, like, we know, you know, as a man, I don't know. You know, some men do be looking through a woman's phone and everything like that. But you know what's so crazy? I feel like
I've looked on the phone while I've looked in somebody's phone while they was right there beside me.
Oh, really? How did you do that?
I needed to use that phone actually to do something.
And that's
during that time, I was like, oh shit, I got the phone. And then I remembered something. I saw a glimpse of something, and I remembered the day, and I was like, huh, you know what? Let me go back and see what I thought I saw. And I went back and I seen what I thought I saw. And it led to more information. And boom. But yeah.
That is extremely crazy.
So, yeah.
And another thing that women do that is basically genius. Instagram. How an Instagram like that you able to basically find that information? Like, what do y'all look for and search for?
So you doing too much now. I can't give y'all all the tea.
Yeah, you know the thing is that like.
But what you mean though? Like, what about Instagram? Like, how we be figuring out who females is?
Correct.
Man, honestly, it's just knowing its character. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like characteristic and traits that people portray on the internet that always give stuff away. You know what I'm saying? The thing about women, we are investigators because a lot of times we think about the things that typically a guy wouldn't think about. You get what I'm saying? You think it's something so simple and it's like nobody would think anything of it. But as a female, we know how a lot of females already maneuver. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times it's like, you know, it's like based on what they didn't put out there is basically giving that stuff away a lot of times. You know what I'm saying?
So basically you're saying that if they was at a club, right? And at this club, right, they said they go with their friends. So what you do is basically you go into like the search bar or basically look at the club. Because, you know, sometimes on the stories, right, you can basically go in there and see everybody at that club at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Because they be like, okay, this was going on. Anybody that posted, and you can just keep searching that way. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, it just all depends on like how deep you digging. If it takes that and you feel like you need, that's what I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna hold you. If I feel like I'm trying to find out a piece of information about somebody and if I see people around, I'm gonna probably go through those people's stores, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can figure it out.
How long? I mean, like, the thing is so crazy. It's like y'all would take a long period of time, like, to do that.
Sometimes it don't even take long at all. I've had my friends who was suspicious of girls, and they tell me something and I can find it in about 2 or 3 minutes. And they be like, dang, how you find it like that? Wow. And it's literally because, like I told you, it's kind of like a characteristic thing. You start to learn different characteristics that people portray and get different things that they will do to give themselves away. And a lot of times it makes it easy for you to just figure out stuff because of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That is
Be true. Being truthful about it. So sometimes it doesn't take long at all. Yeah. But it also comes from experience too. No cap. Like, to be able to investigate and figure out who a guy is talking to, or figure out if somebody dealing with somebody, I ain't gonna lie, that come from years of experience.
Yeah. And I think what's also crazy about it is most women, like majority, but a lot of women, when it comes to like things that they watch, are like true crime things. You feel what I'm saying?
What that got to do with anything?
Meaning that at the end of the day, like you said, how you like the detectives and everything like that. You feel what I mean? I mean, that just makes sense that they will like something like that, correct? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I get it now. Wow. Show me a whole new light. You know what I mean? But then, I just be curious of how they just know things, and they could just figure things out like that. You know what I mean? Because it's like, man.
Yeah, because y'all give yourself away.
I wish that, we can find things like that. You know what I mean? When it comes to women.
Y'all just don't think outside of the box. Yeah. For real. Y'all really don't have I think with guys, y'all don't have the patience that women have. You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain things you just let it go. Like, you just like, well, whatever.
Well, that's why I got you, Shakita. So you definitely can help me out when I get a girl, bro. I'm like, yo, she cheating? She at the club tonight. So yeah, understand that. That's crazy. But at the end of the day, it's out of the box. Shakita, right there, join up.
Y'all already know what time it is. It's the official Out of the Box podcast. It's the #1 podcast that the industry never knew they needed. So make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure they tuning in, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you.